Hello. Welcome into the stream. We are playing a new game today called The Altars, which came out on Friday the 13th. But because we don't stream on a Friday and we had co-stream, we're playing it today. It's also on Game Pass. And it's an Ideate Xbox game, but thank you to the publisher 11-Bit Studios for the code for this game today. I've been trying to think what genre it goes under, and it has like survival, but it feels a little bit RPG to me as well. So yeah. It's also available on PC and PlayStation 5. We're playing on Xbox Series X today. And yeah, release date was June 13th, 2025, which was Friday the 13th. So the premise of this game is basically what if. What if I'd made different decisions? How would my life have turned out? But it's done to survive on a planet. The devs and publisher are Polish, because published and developed by 11-Bit Studios. This is a cross-platform thing as well, so it's this stack is so this game is playable on Windows and Series X. It's also available on Steam. It's available in cloud gaming as well as on Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass. So play anywhere is probably what I was going for there. It has price-wise on Xbox you're looking at £29.74. Gotta love the odd numbers, weird numbers rather than odd numbers because it's an even number, or $34.99. It requires a minimum of 2 playthroughs to unlock everything, which is fine. Let's load into the game. It's very pink. There are 55 achievements. They haven't all been obtained yet, but it's only been out 2 days, and there are lots of different things you need to be able to do. So as you need at least 2 playthroughs, but you've got to like do all the talking to all the altars that you create, and also trying to solve the conundrum, which is how do we get off this planet, I think, from what I've read. To survive on a lonely planet, Jan, the protagonist, creates alternate versions of himself, the altars. Each altar's personality is shaped by Jan's various life paths. And the altars begs a simple question surrounding life-changing moments and the decisions people make. What if? What if we made a different decision here? So, yeah. Who would I be? What if I could talk to a different me? I don't want to start thinking about that because honestly, you know, it could get gnarly. What if? I'm quite happy with my life as it is, though I could do with not being quite so susceptible to the heat, or I could do with the earth not being, you know, slowly dying. I believe you. I've watched like the trailers, the launch trailer, where, you know, so I know sort of a little bit about the game itself, but we are going to give it a go on stream today. We've got 3 hours. I don't know if we're going to take 3 hours. We're just gonna do standard, which, you know, the standard difficulty, because, you know, we're measuring it in meters, 24-hour clock, and yes, we want subtitles. Graphics wise, I'm not fussed, but we will turn off motion blur. How do I toggle that? Ah, there we go. Oops. Right, okay. And then we generally turn down the music. Leave it everything else as is. Closed captions, font size. Can we make it large? HUD scaling increased, please. Let's just do increase to start with. Fast forward effects. Shoot. Reduce prism on and reduce the intoxication effect. Yeah, okay. We're doing that because we get motion sick, so you know we're not gonna go nuts with things, but we're gonna leave everything else on fairly standard, except we're gonna disable copyrighted content and we're gonna reduce the noise effect. I like that. I love it when it has streaming options. It's like, yes, I'd prefer not to get a copyright strike. That would be great. So yeah, today is a Sunday, I think. We have been just sitting and slowly stewing because it is warm. I do not like this weather, and it's going to be really hot this week. So yeah. So yeah, I finished off spray paint sim, and now we're going to be. Is this a rolly credits? Because you could just watch this at the end. Today is one of the Sundays, yeah. Okay, so we'll watch it when we finish the stream. Okay, so it's a mixture of various different gameplay genres. So yeah, that would be why I couldn't figure out. Also, hi Dan. Couldn't figure out what I want. What you know. Standard, moderate survival and economic challenge, and then standard difficulty of action-based. Okay, so it's an action survival game. And Milo. Hi Dan and Milo. Hopefully Milo is okay. We don't really know it, but we sense it. There is a sister ship to our life, which takes a totally different route. Hey, Horror! While the sun burns behind the islands. Thomas Transtromer, the Blue House. Comfy ball. I can imagine the heat's not good for Milo, though.
My whole
I don't know if that
life,
was voiced.
all its ups and downs.
Oh yeah, it is.
Led me to this place. Far from home, far from anyone I know. A journey whose route is unknown, and the destination out of sight.
Yeah, so this is on Game Pass. I went straight into Game Pass on release.
Was this path
if you want to try it yourself.
Sequence of events that I had to follow? Or was there ever another way? Now, heading for the unknown. I can't really tell. Is this the end of the road? Or is it yet another branching?
Okay. So, I was going to say something. I don't really play survival games. I don't like that sort of, like, artificial anxiety. But I do love a good story game, and this one appears to be a very good story game. At least a really good premise behind it. So the survival aspect is going to be interesting.
That was a tough landing. Polsky here. Do you read me? Anyone? Nothing. I need to figure out what happened.
Yeah, it's not a genre I usually experience, because it generally is, you know, there's combat elements or, you know, resource management. I'm not great at resource management. I imagine there's a wee bit of Fallout inspiration in here. Yeah, the devs are Polish. In big suits. Yeah.
That's an emergency flare from my capsule. I should look out for those.
So yeah, so no, not really. I mean, I've played Don't Starve, and by played I mean I bought the game and did console commands on the PC stack of it because I needed it for a challenge.
This is Jan Dolsky. I've landed safely, but I think my capsule went astray. Maybe the radio's broken.
Yeah, I mean, Fallout, I've played some of Fallout 3. I have not finished it. I was trying to I was trying to break the story basically because of UHH. It's one of those, always one of those, UHH. I had an achievement to get, and I was like, I can get to that point, and it would not let me continue with that bit of story because I hadn't done the other bit. So I was sad. I do not like survival horror. You know, if you're going to make me try and survive somewhere and then also make me absolutely terrified, no. Is the prototype Pip-Boy in a massive backpack before they redesigned it? I mean, let's just, you know, this is an unedited Xbox game. This is 11-bit Studios. They did Creatures of Ava, and some of the really nice games that I've played. Let me just open up the thing because I was usually I do the who's developed what. So they did, what have I played? Oh no, they published, right, okay. So they did Frostpunk and This War of Mine developed wise. Publishing, they published Thaumaturge, Creatures of Ava, The Invincibles, South of the Circle, all of Indica, all of which games that, you know, Moonlighter and Beacon. But yeah, they also are a development studio as well as a publisher, which is, you know, this is one of the ones that they've developed themselves. They published Creatures of Ava. They didn't develop it. They published it. What is their fault? I enjoyed Creatures of Ava. I haven't finished it yet. There were a few little buggy bits. Which I think I talked to the developers about, and there was a patch, I believe. But yeah.
Oh no, it's the captain. Shit.
He looks a bit dead.
Deceased.
Excuse me.
Not much I can do for her now. Oh, I gotta find the others.
Graphics are very good. You get the atmosphere.
Shipping crash. The capsule's intact. Looks like she died inside of it. I don't get it.
Okay, we've now accumulated some sort of thing in the bottom. Also, the chat's back on the stream. If you remember, on Thursday the chat wasn't on the stream because my overlay wasn't working. I didn't connect it to the fact that Sub came in and said that Spotify and Discord were down. Yeah, there was a Cloudflare outage, which is why the overlay wasn't working, but it's working again today. You liked it, but having so many missable achievements, being able to return to areas meant you had to play the whole thing with the guide, which ruined it. Yeah, I think it was the nature of the game that you couldn't return to the areas. They did add a whole bunch of stuff to make it easier to find your collectibles and whatnot. But yes, I think when you've got an open area, ostensibly an open area game like this, then, you know, and not like this, like Creatures of Ava, then, you know, I don't want missables. Don't want collectible missables, because, oh, I thought there was. because there was an environmental thing.
Base. There it is.
Okay.
Volsky here.
And also
Copy.
Hideki.
If you can hear me, I've located the base. And try and get down there.
You've been looking forward to this one.
Maybe they landed closer to the drop-off
Yeah,
point.
well, it's out on Game Pass, so you know you
gotta
can
keep
play
moving.
it today. You've 100% done it and uninstalled. I have not. I've not got out of the first area because I was determined to try and find everything without using your guide and trying to unlock stuff to make it easier to find things, and then I got distracted by one of my many other games. So we're playing this one on alt today, so the alt is on the alt, just because same reason as I didn't put Expedition 33 on there even though I'm going to play it. It's like, I'm probably going to play this one. This one looks like it's got a really intriguing story. But I don't want to commit to it right now. The first area you can come back to. Well, I was trying to find the collectibles, so, I was having fun. And then, to be fair, I think I got a little stuck with what I had to unlock next. But
the capsules. Wait. What? No. That's impossible. They can't all be.
Apparently they're all deceased.
Why?
That screen would drive me bonkers.
Makes no sense.
The planet is Ginyu? I don't know. Reminding you of Deliverous Mars, which you started. Okay. I played Deliverous the Moon.
Now? Oh shit. It's rising fast. I gotta get to the base. It's like a 3-game series.
Yeah, it's like there's a giant alert in my thing and it's telling me people are dead. I'm just running this way and hope that this is the right way. Only 2. Yeah, I've played the first one, I haven't played the second one. The second one has been on my promo list for like 2 years. It's not that I haven't want to play it, it's just that I didn't finish the first one yet, and I was sort of holding off, and I should really just play it. I should stream it, but yeah. So you see the fact that my screen is slowly turning red.
Quick. Come on. Come on.
I think we're getting a little radiated on. We should have some iodine tablets. I don't think you could fail that one. Get in the magic box. The Survivor. Reach the base. Same series. Mars is a sequel. Your moon character is Annette. Cool. Yeah, I wanted to finish this, at least to finish the story on Deliver the Moon. Again, I played that one on stream, and then, I'm tired. It says at the bottom you're tired. Yes. Yes, I am.
Anybody here?
Okay. Airlock. We don't want to go airlock. Honestly, I want to stay in here.
I need to find the comms room and get help.
Base navigation. System offline. Great. Ah. It's building. Wow. Can I zoom in? Yes, because I can't bloody see. That's tiny. Small storage. Airlock. We are currently in the command center. Comms room is up. You see, Fallout Shelter was definitely you build stuff, and it's like, oh, I could build the workshop, but I don't have any whatever it requires. Okay. It said comms room first, so. Fallout Shelter was great. Until you had to unlock all the bloody lunch boxes, and I just gave up. I mean, no, the problem is there's nothing wrong with the game. If I'm playing it on stream and then I'm like, do I finish it on stream? And then a million and one games, and then by the time I come back to it, I've forgotten all the bloody controls. So, you know, but
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear
you
me?
know, this one is definitely intriguing. Okay, so I'm getting
Mayday! Mayday, anyone?
I can hear you, Captain.
I'm not a captain.
Yeah, I'm here. But, I'm not the captain. I'm just a builder. Yondolski, corporate ID 4672B. The captain, the whole crew is gone.
Giving me fractal noise.
Hello?
Maybe I need to go off and finish Deliver Us the Moon, and then I can
Can
finish.
you
Then I can
get
play
me out
Mars.
of here?
Imminent danger. Short time remaining to sunrise.
What do you mean? Remaining to what? Talk to me. What's the danger?
Planet activity rising. A few more days remaining. Be lethal proximity. There's instructions in the logs.
Oh, no. Don't you go all fuzzy on me. Lethal proximity. Oh, useless quantum nav system. Where the hell did it send us? Lethal proximity of what?
Please, 30 meters before star approaching. This battle, you must escape. The proximity star in days.
Ah,
You mean a star will come and burn this planet? And
it's
I
one of the
just have
lists. Gotcha.
days to escape? Is that right?
Your phone is in sunrise.
Sunrise. Perfect.
Okay.
I need to find those captain's logs.
Well, Captain's room is downstairs. Oh, no, I'm just going to... Oh, hello. Okay, so we've got organic, metals, radiation filter, mush, and raw food. Okay. Tasks. Escape the sun. Yeah, it's delivers that has like keyboard commands for finishing the levels without dying or something. Or is that the other game, Close to the Sun? Because I keep getting those two mixed up. I know they're completely different games, but I played them fairly close together, I seem to remember. Okay. What happened to make the size bigger? Okay, evacuation procedure. In case of an incident, please follow safety protocol. Refueling the base, manufacturing necessary equipment, securing food supplies. Okay. Triple star system. Potentially related to a very high probability of discovering rapidium in the Allied core classification system. Precise correlation yet to be scientifically determined. May be related to unique radiation cycle on such planets. Close to the sun as a deathless round. Gotcha. So there's no reason why I can't finish Deliver Us. I think I'd missed some log files, and that was why I'd stalled. Because I'd have to damp, you know. So it's a case of I may as well just restart the game so I can remember what the controls are. Unless there's a chapter select. Radiation cycle, rapidium, highly unstable. Thanks to these findings, we're bound to witness a significant rise in emissions sent by the quantum navigation system on calls for a triple star system, such that the system be identified in the vicinity. This should by all means reduce a notable increase of successful rapidium extraction, a major breakthrough for Allied Corp and humanity alike. Mission captains must be informed, however, that operating on planets belonging to a triple star system involves the need for some precautions. The complex gravitational structure within the planet, apart from being the rapidium-friendly radiation source, may result in life-threatening events, such as periodic lethal proximity of one of the suns, annihilation of the planet's surface, and immediate destruction of all life forms. So, nothing, you know. Nothing to worry about then. In order to maximise efficiency, even in the event of such occurrence, Alicorp equipped its vessels in the cutting-edge seabout evacuation functionality, enabling the crew to extract rupidium while avoiding hazardous conditions. In the case of landing on a planet belonging to a triple star system, please consult the evacuation functionality mark for further instructions. Highly confidential, blah blah blah. Quantum navigation is state-of-the-art route planning and designed and implemented to optimize the efficiency of mining operations. How's it work? The crew are in cryosleep. System actively monitors the surroundings, modifying its trajectory and setting up course for the most probable location of valuable resources. Based on cutting-edge technology, it collects amounts of quantum information, analyzing in real time to determine the highest probability of discovering rupidium in a nearby system and eliminate non-efficient exploration. While the expectation of finding rupidium is classed as moderate or high, depending on mission-specific settings, the ship's trajectory is adjusted accordingly and landing procedures are initiated. Notification is sent to Mission Control to ensure maximum support at the onset of new environmental exploration. The above information, blah blah blah. Okay. And then tutorials. You can access base building by interacting with the terminal. Open the build menu to see available modules. New modules have to be placed near existing ones. Possible placement points are marked by lights. Okay. Okay. So, journey cost, base mass. Ah, so if we increase the mass of the base, then it'll make the cost higher. Bilious. We are playing the altars today. There are 55 achievements. We have one of them. Yes, we are playing on our alt account because it just amused me to play on my alt in the altars. We got one achievement for getting to the base. The other achievements have no one's unlocked them all on TA. But it looks like, you know, pet the sheep. Ah, it looks like someone's obtained at least one of them. Okay, so close this. Now what do we do? Why is that HUD is not... Can we please have things big? When you say bigger, can we bloody well increase them? Thank you very much. Right, that increased absolutely nothing. There's a little indicator behind me, which is currently set to either 0 or 9. 0, I think. I don't know what it means, though. Okay, so follow the instructions, prepare for the journey, gather 60 metals outside. Captain's log. So, manufacturing necessary equipment, locating organic matter deposit. You see, you know, I increased the size of... I expect the font size to be... And it's really hard to read stuff. Okay. Locating organic matter requires the deployment of an Alicorp polygonal scanner. Handy tool alongside other necessary equipment such as mining outposts and pylons can be crafted in the workshop module of the base. Okay. So is this now my bin? Okay, we're now the captain. Machinery. Radiation barrier. Needs radiation filters to operate. Okay. Total filter drain time is 5 days. I mean, I feel like we should have that on, right? We should be protected from radiation. Storage list. Okay. This is just our inventory, effectively. Cogs, what is this? Okay, can we build the thing now? Workshop, cost 40. So, do we need to go outside first? Where's the ally? Oh, okay. Right, we're just trying to figure out how to... Like, I'm not used to survival-y games. Okay. We're gonna end our day. Sunrise in 8 days. So we have 5 days worth of filters, so we should make some more filters. Energy. This is your energy bar. It shows how many hours you have before you get tired. Once you're tired, you're still head to work, but each task will take much longer. I mean, reasonable. Reasonable. Okay, now we should be able to go outside. Excuse me. Right. You can find shallow deposits on the planet's surface. They contain a limited amount of resources that can be extracted quickly. Recognized by red dust. Approach the deposit to, you know, extract shit. Ooh, I got a map. Right, I can see red dust over there.
That shiny rock might be a source of metals.
And then we need to build a workshop. No. I don't know what that was, but it was shiny.
Hey, that looks like our ship's cargo drop. It's filled with the crew's personal items, including my stuff.
We got a self-made mug. Okay. So that was the thing.
This is one of the things they told me to take on the mission. Things that will make you feel comfortable far away from home. Objects that trigger good memories. Typical corporate bullshit.
Okay, but we found it. So that's the thing. I really wish there was some sort of scanner. That would make it easier for me to find, you know, the things that I'm supposed to be collecting. Something's shiny. As I can't climb. So yeah, anyone else was looking forward to playing this? Anyone else already started it? I'm curious to see how the alter mechanic stuff works. Probably shouldn't spend too much time running around. I should just go back. Quickly creep around this boulder. I see a blue thing, plume of stuff over there. These are the, we got a bong! And a multi-tool. Cool. How convenient. It was your stuff that landed there. Okay, we've got one more thing to More suitcase. The History of the Universe by Chris and Jack.
Is that a movie? Huh. Alicorp even thought of entertainment at the base. I don't have a climbing hook.
Don't have a
Not yet.
climbing hook.
I'll have to find another way.
Okay, so blue smoke, not helpful right now. Let's head back. Altars. Movies. Perhaps there's a way for me to watch it in the base. I'm sure there is. But for now, we need to build a workshop. You see, base building has never been... Oh, hello. Never been particularly, you know, something I've been fond of. It always feels very much, you know, manufactured. I'm not very good at building bases. That's a me thing, which is probably why I don't generally, you know, play these types of games. But, you know, I need to branch out and try things new. And streaming stuff that's not usually in my wheelhouse is a good way to find cool games that I wouldn't normally... fast travel. Right, we don't have any fast travel points. So let's go upstairs. Because... What are you doing? I was waiting until you said hi so I know who I'd be saying hi to. Okay, so, base build. We are building a workshop. Excellent. We are going to put the workshop... Move. Thank you. Next to the control center, I think. Makes sense. You can move modules by the looks of it, but for now I will leave it at that. Okay, to create an item, schedule work in the workshop queue. Crafting items. Okay. Workshop queue. We need a scanner. Okay. Scanner. Oh, work. Oh, this. I think this is one of the effects that we turned down. Ooh. Bouldering. Nice. Yeah, working out. It's good for you until it's not good for you, type thing. I'm just still trying to get out on walks, though. The heat doesn't help me with that. But I'm glad that you are doing okay. Right, organics. Please ensure that the super base is enough fuel for the upcoming journey. In case of fuel shortages, locate and harvest organics on the surface. Blue smoke is a characteristic indicator of organic deposits, which is what we saw. If fuel deposits are detected, the evacuation procedure will be assessed as too risky. And quantum computer will prohibit its initiation. Okay. When do we get to build more us's? Okay, so we wanted to... Oh, okay, we need what looks like oil, I'm going to go with. We need more to be able to do stuff, but we do now have a scanner. Ugh, I have an annoying fly. Look, there's a big wide open door. Not that one, the other one, the one that leads to the outside. Alright, so we got a self-made mug. So, I'm wondering if some of these... okay, so that's the made in a free community center workshop. Bought in secret. Smoked in an abandoned house. Lena wasn't a fan. I think Lena's the ex-wife. There's an ex-wife in this. My multi-tool. Okay. There's a present from my mum. Cool. Okay, so... Right. We can't yet make more radiation filters. Okay, so... Base navigation still offline. Follow the instructions. Find an organic deposit. Blue smoke. So, red stuff is harvestable, though I think it depletes. I don't know if it's going to empty at the moment. I don't know if that's going to recharge. Blue required us to have a climbing thing. Maybe this other one doesn't? Still have energy left. Yeah, so this is an intriguing game. We are intrigued.
What the hell?
I don't know. What the hell?
Could this be?
Oh, we found some
Rubidium?
rubidium. Okay. Dumb fly! Right. We got that organic.
Smoke. I should look for organics here.
Okay, the scanner allows you to find resource deposits. By placing and connecting probes, you can uncover the concentration of underground resources. And LB and select scan. Did we not find it yet? It's kind of hard to know what I'm doing. I think that means we've scanned that area. Hello. So we just seem to be uncovering a rather large weird thing underground. By doing this. How do we... Alright, okay. Using pylons, you can connect mining outposts with the base. Each pylon automatically connects to a nearby structure. You see possible connections in the form of green lines. When you have pylon equipped, pylons can be connected to each other. Place them in line to connect them to the mining outpost with the base. Okay. Right, so I found the rupidium stuff, but also, yeah, I sort of ran out of things. So connect the outpost to the base, gather rupidium samples. Okay. Scanning. Yeah, so we scanned the thing. Connect pylons. So radiation at night. Okay, so rupidium. That is a lot of reading. Production. Okay, pylon component. So I think we need a new pylon thingy because we ran out of, you know, we ran out of pylons. I didn't even realize we'd, you know, created things. Okay, now we should go and sleep. Okay, I'm gonna go back outside again. Too far up. Oh, okay, so... No, that's a mining outpost. No, I want a pylon. There we go. So, we connected... First outpost, okay. Connected, so we've gotten that. Right, now I'm going to follow that back. So, that is just going to gather organic stuff for us. But it also had like the rupidium thing. I think I could probably done these slightly further apart, I wasn't quite sure. There was a number and I wasn't really following that. I probably could have been slightly more efficient with that one, but now, when we were coming in here, there was a whole rubidium thing, so I'm going to go and have a look what that is. Excuse me.
It feels strange. I have to get closer. Make sure. I need to collect a sample.
I'm wondering if the rubidium can make us into the altered thing.
Unbelievable. So the useless quantum nav system isn't that useless after all. It knew where it was sending us. Except... only I survived.
Thank you for the follow. Feel free to lurk. Feel free to say hi as well. Okay, I thought that shiny light was something, it's not. Just checking whether I need to do anything with this or whether it's just going to work. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that, because it just said, I was like, oh, I can do something. Recharge. Okay, it's full. So I was just like, oh, cool. But there are some other difficulties. The radiation was coming, so I had to be quick. Bless me. So I didn't really have a chance to collect anything around here. I was just trying to, you know, get stuff in. Okay, so that is reconnected. So we're just going to head back down. If we'd have got the other sample as well at the same time, I think we might have just run out of time and gotten rained on and might have died, so, you know. Don't know what these are, but we're picking them up, because why not? So we're just going... Yeah, we're just going this way a little bit. Yeah, our pylon thing, yeah, if that had spaced them a bit better, we wouldn't have needed the extra pylon, but yeah. I figured we explore this way until it gets, you know, we get the storm warning. because we can get back that way, so it's okay. So those, I think, these are just little metal deposits. So obviously if you're doing resource management-y stuff, then you don't want to be building a stupid load of extra pylons because you didn't plan it good. Oh! Okay, I need to... Right, I need to go back because I need to construct more storage. Okay, there's also some shallow map. Okay, there's a lot of bits, but it's marked on my map, so... we can come back. So we need to build another storage module. That's a good problem to have. We should get the storm warning, with the radiation warning. So that this path goes back up to where we were, but I'll leave it unexplored so we can come back.
I still can't believe it. If it really is rubidium, this could change everything. I need to report it.
We need to create more radiation filters as well. There's nothing I need to do. I could have retrieved the pylons. There we go. Now we got our warning. Charging station or the map stuff. We haven't needed to charge, so I don't know what that does. Okay, so build more storage. Small storage. That should give me stuff. We'll build an okay, so we've got 433 out of 600 storage now. Which means we can go out again. Okay. Storage has the same base map. Base whatever. We still don't have enough whatever that is. Possibly organics, but our mine is slowly increasing the number of organics. So report. I'm guessing that's upstairs in the comms room.
Hello? Anyone copy? I went out to find resources, and I found a cave full of something. I think it might be rupidium. You hear me? I think I found rupidium.
You sure about it?
I'm sure.
What? I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, what else could it be?
Test it.
Test the rupidium? How would I do that?
New blueprint provided. The womb.
A blueprint? The womb. You want me to build a womb?
Ooh.
DNA provided.
This is the thing.
Who
Right.
are you?
Sorry, I was sitting on my cushions weirdly.
The womb, huh?
Oh,
DNA sample.
all right. We need to build a womb.
I guess it makes sense. Rupidium speeds up organic growth.
Change the position of your modules whenever you like. Simply move. Okay. So. So if we build another elevator, and then build the womb.
Okay, so I have built a womb. Now, what could possibly come out of it?
Oh, wait, wrong elevator. Test rupidium. What could possibly go wrong?
Here goes. DNA sample. Rupidium. I'm starting to worry this wasn't such a good idea. Oh. Oh, of course. What else?
Get wool. Where's my sheep?
Oh. You need a name. I think I'm gonna call you Molly.
Of course, we pet the sheep.
Hello, Molly.
We have to pet everything. If we
Like
can pet
you.
it. Pet the sheep. Okay. So we grew a sheep. After we've done this, we're gonna have a small break.
Okay. I built the
So
womb
neatly.
and tested the rupidium. The DNA sample provided was a little surprising, but it worked, I think. I cloned a sheep. Hello? Can you hear me? I have a sheep on board. You're responsible for 2 lives now.
Go. Successful. Really found what did this. Is the evidence.
Yeah. now that I'm a real hero, I could use some real assistance.
You're in imminent danger with short time remaining to survive.
I know that. But I'm just a builder. I'm not trained to move the goddamn base all by myself.
I mean, we could clone our teammates. Surely. We're currently collecting organic. I mean, you know, cloning our teammates seems like a really good plan. Okay, before I decide what I'm doing next, we're just going to have a real quick... Well, we're going to have a quick break. And I'm back in like 3 minutes. It is warm. Right, okay. So, moving and removing modules. Okay, we're still gathering those. We currently have 116 of them. We can't really go out, so we may as well get an early night. But yeah. Day 4 already. But even though I know that we're going to end up cloning ourselves, the character doesn't. Yeah, we need more radiation filters. Is that a thing we can build? Back to that mining bit that we're doing. How you doing, Ivor? Have you played this yet? So, still need to fix my stretch command. Okay, so that's a 2-layer thing that has been explored. That's been explored, so... Where did we go? Because I thought we had more stuff to collect. Yeah, but we didn't. I feel like we almost need to find another source of organics, but beautiful planet with the rock formations and stuff. I'm running out of places to go. Not in the water. Yeah. I'm not going to go in the water. I'm just seeing what I can look for as I can't get it in my wellies. Yeah, I mean I already went in and got drenched, but hopefully there's an airtight suit, so. Just basically exploring, you know, there's not really much left to do other than wait for the mine to make more organics, but it doesn't seem to be making more organics, so. And I've already been over here. Because we found the storage module, so. Quite sure what I'm supposed to do now. supposed to be doing something with these things? I mean, it seems to be... There seems to be the option to retrieve it. Fill in time by carving faces on the rock like Mount Rushmore. Yeah, well, I don't even have a pickaxe yet, so that's going to be really tricky. Excuse me. It doesn't seem like my mining thing is mining anymore. Maybe it ran out. Maybe you can do some scally stuff. Ah! See, I knew there had to be something I was missing. Alright, wonderful. Radiation, thingamajiggy. Didn't realize that working progressed the time. Yep. So I'm getting irradiated very slightly. There's a radiation meter behind me, that's what that is. Possibly. Build a kitchen next. Excellent. Okay. Kitchen sounds like a good plan. Okay, firstly you need to build an elevator. Are we on storage? We're good on storage. We can build that. I'm exhausted. But do I have a climbing hook? Yes, now I have a climbing hook. I will look at the kitchen in the morning. So get to bed before midnight's fine. Prepare 6 mush meals. They consume 1 meal per day. This can be made in the kitchen.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see a sheep.
So we've consumed a lot of our organic stuff. Start the engine? Ah, okay. Ah, wrong.
Whoa. What just happened? Come on. Do this to me now. That's sorted. Let's give it another go. What? Not again.
Oh, I'm guessing that's not supposed to happen.
You have got to be kidding me.
And I'm
Just
guessing
my luck
I'm
to
not
be
a mechanic.
stuck in a junkyard. Hey, you still there? I really need your help. I can't get out of here. I did everything according to the manual, but there's a malfunction I can't fix. I just don't know how.
Repeating savior. Unchecked data consistent CMQC modules.
Only the captain has access codes to the quantum computer.
Access granted.
Man, that was easy.
Okay.
What is this? Mine records.
That's, I guess, why we can't clone other people, because their mind's not available.
What's going on?
I'm getting Assassin's Creed vibes with the DNA stuff.
Wait. I recognize this. It's my life.
Wow, that's a lot of different changes. Project Dolly, which is amusing because I'm fairly certain Dolly the sheep was the first clone. Okay, so 35 years old, Project Dolly. You enter the spaceship with a tingling of anxiety and excitement. You're going to space. Far away from here, just like you always wanted. Far away from your problems. You'll think about them later. Maybe they'll be gone by the time you get back. 34 years old, way out. You toss and turn in your bed. You can't stop thinking about that Aliquot post-it. Helps make a change, a space mining mission. Search for that mysterious substance, Rapidium. It's a long shot, but it says you don't need any professional experience. And you know you need to change. You haven't managed to stick to one job for more than several months. Nothing makes you happy. You're stuck. What if it's a way out? 33 years old, drowning your sorrows. You look down another bottle on the wedding ring she gave back to you. A job at Aliquot, freedom. Finally, she's got it, and a better life without you. All you could ever do was hold her down, look at yourself drowning your sorrows in a bar. You're everything you promised yourself you'd never be. Where the hell did you fuck it up? 32 years old, falling apart. Damn, she's getting on your nerves. Why didn't you just tell you it's all your fault if these bills are piling up? As if you weren't working hard enough. And why does she make such a big deal of a few drinks before you hit the sack? You deserve to unwind after a 12-hour-long day of work. 31. Holding on. You're wondering if she really is okay with the decision to stay. Maybe you should have said yes, but how could you? It was a crazy idea in your situation. You need to prove it to her that was the only sensible choice. You need to get all your shit together. Give her a better life here, maybe find a second job. 31, back to square one. You listen as Lena talks excitedly. She really wants to take that offer. Move abroad, sell the house, but for how much? It would hardly be enough to pay off the bank. What with the soaring rate of interest, and what about you? It's hard to find a decent job at home, let alone in a foreign country. For all your efforts to make ends meet, it would feel like going back to square one. Damn it, you just wish you didn't want it so bad. 30, busy night, red lights. You close your eyes and listen to the city traffic, damn radio. They know our Christmas songs at the end of the year. You don't want to be reminded of that, not when you're sitting behind the wheel of a leased cab. It's almost 6 o'clock. You promised Lena you'd be back for Christmas Eve by 5. It's a busy night and people leave bigger tips on Christmas. 30, the crisis hit. No, this can't be true. Not now. You stare at the screen blankly. You heard about the crash on the stock exchange. You heard everyone talk about a worldwide crisis approaching, but you? Laid off? How will you ever tell Lena about it? What about your plans for Christmas? 28, dream house. Your face beams as you exit the bank, hand in hand with Lena. Finally, signing the mortgage papers was easier than you expected. Maybe it was worth putting it with that idiot of a boss for 2 years to get to this place. A dream house. Lena has so many ideas for decorating it. If you hurry, maybe you can even get it ready for Christmas. You'd love to see her parents' faces when you see it. Yeah, you should convince her to invite them over. 27, the purgatory of 9 to 5. On the subway again, damn, you hate that crowd, day in, day out. Maybe you could take the later train and stay longer at work. No, your boss would never agree to that. Punctuality is all that matters to him, not what you actually do. Sometimes you feel all he needs you to do is punch your card, and for what? Pushing papers and pretending to get things done? Someone pushes you as you try to take a seat. Man, Monday mornings are the worst. Better prospects. 26. It was a tough conversation, but you handled it well. The professor understood your motives. Working for a private company gives you better prospects, and you'll finally be able to move out of that dorm. Take Lena for a proper holiday. Yeah, it was a good decision. 25, new opportunities. Hard work pays off. Right, you can be proud of yourself. A diploma with honours and that offer, a PhD. It's tempting as hell, but the salary, how much longer are you going to be a broke ass for Lena? You'll think about it later. Time to celebrate now. 24, am I good enough? This is it. She's moved in, but is your cheap little rented apartment good enough for her? Her parents would hate it, you know they would. And she knows it too. And why doesn't she talk to them anymore? She's not ashamed of you, is she? Whatever they think of you, you're going to prove them wrong. Work hard and give Lena the good life she deserves. 24, it's different with her. Your heart pounds at the thought of this evening. You never thought someone like Lena would want to hang out with you. Slow down, it's only a project. Maybe you should have got something better than beer. You could have bought wine, but wouldn't that seem like you're hitting on her? You're only teaming up for a project, but she's different from anyone else you ever hooked up with, and she likes you. You can see she likes you. 23, carry on for her. You failed her, but what could you have done? Stayed behind in that miserable place, to become bitter and dead inside, to be like Dad? A sense of guilt holds you by the throat. What if you ran away from it all? Ditched college, made a fresh start? Forgot But that wouldn't be giving up again. No, Mum would want you to go on with your studies. Get a good job. You have to carry on for her. 23. Too late to say goodbye. You missed it the moment she collapsed. The ambulance taking her to the hospital. It all went too fast. You missed the opportunity to talk to her when she was still conscious. You're back home now, but what difference does it make? You fucked up. It's too hard to say. It's too late to say goodbye. 22. Working abroad. You look at the letter. It's tempting. Working abroad for 2 months, you could earn enough to support yourself for the whole semester. You could ditch these lousy part-time jobs and focus on studying. It's tempting. And you could send some money to Mum. She needs it for her treatment. 21. Your place far from home. Been months since you've been home, but you can't miss the post-exam party. All your friends will be celebrating. Their company makes you feel good, like you found your place. Do you really want to spend the entire day on the train and to see Mum for a couple of hours before she goes to bed early? And you'll be left with a constantly drunk oaf of a father. 18. Going away. You promise yourself you get out of here. You have to keep that promise. You can't waste your life. It's not something she'd want, and you can still visit her. A little less often maybe, but you will visit her. 19. The crossroads. You open the envelope with trembling hands. It's a good college and it's close to home. You could visit Mum regularly and get a good education. You tear the paper and see the results. No, not good enough. The only place that wants you is hundreds of miles away. You'd have to leave Mum alone with him. 16. The need to escape. It's so hard to study for exams when your dad's yelling behind the door. Mum doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. Something's wrong with her. She's weaker, more passive. You know you should do your best to support her, but being home is just unbearable. You count the days to graduation, hoping these exams go well. 15. Turning a blind eye. With a shitty day at school, you're going to take the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? Girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene. The fear. No, better not get involved. Run back home. One day you'll get out of here. You have to. Family like many others. Down there, your father coming late from work in the mine, usually drunk, usually pissed off. Your mother doing her best to keep the family together, your constant desire to run away, to get out of that place and never come back. Distant memories, childhood memories, fuzzy and distant. The mining town you grew up in, rows of similar apartment blocks, the local grocery store Mum worked in, the playground where you spent more time than at home. Okay. What does it mean?
How did they get it, and what for?
Okay.
Hey, I checked the quantum computer. What the fuck? Mind records? What the hell are you doing with that data? It's got everything. My whole life exposed.
Mind records need procedure.
No. No, I want answers. Shit. What do you want with it?
Initiate branching procedure.
Branching? What exactly will be branching?
This is you.
What? You what? Is that your whole answer?
You create the altar.
Alter? I'd alter what?
Release your life.
My life? Okay. You mean as in... Okay, wait a minute. You're not suggesting I... use Rapidium to create a... someone. And to alter their mind. That's not what you're saying, right? All right. How about my other options? You jerk. I don't have other options, do I?
Ammunition. It said the name of the game in the game. Yeah.
What? What is it doing?
I'm thinking going abroad or staying with Lena.
I remember that alternate life pattern. So this is what the branching is about?
Technician, 50% efficiency when doing base maintenance. I think that's the only one we've unlocked. Okay, so instead of going away to university, you lock the door to your room and turn the music up. You're so fed up with this constant shouting. Is this what you rejected college for? Putting up with frustration and drunkenness? You told yourself you'd take care of Mum, but he's not making it easy. Maybe next time you should just lock the door on him. Mum's saying. Okay. We have number 1 on us. Oh, we got to the credits! Not the credits, the title sequence. This is so cool. Graphic fidelity is absolutely amazing. How do you not be so confused if you're this clone? Wow. So... stayed behind. And then you've got standing up to him at 20. There, you did it. Not so hard after all. He turned out to be weak, begging you to let him in. You had to be strong, assertive. You read about it online. Shut your ears to false promises. Imagine loud music in your head. Think of Mum, her safety. There, it's done. It won't be a problem anymore. 21. Ups and downs. You laugh as Mum tells you a joke she heard in the doctor's waiting room. She's cooked her pierogi. Man, don't you love them? And her relaxed, smiling face when she can be herself without that monster bullying her. You just wish you could find more than a part-time job to support the two of you. The prescription she brought home today is going to cost you plenty. 22, not in his footsteps. You smile as you walk away from the mine. Dad was behind that job offer. That's for sure, trying to clear his conscience, redeem his sin. The steady job was tempting, but you were assertive again. No way you owe anything to him. You'll make it on your own, you always do. 23, final goodbye. You hold back the tears when you look at her on the hospital bed. You knew this was coming, her health deteriorating faster than the last months. You just didn't want to think about it. You hate that helplessness. Damn, get your shit together, Jan. You need to be strong for her. Promise you'll make something of yourself. Keep her smiling to the very end. 23, fixing things. You brighten up as the engine starts. Yeah, fixing things always made you feel good. Like you can really change things, make them better. Looks like going to that vocational school wasn't just a parting gift from Mum, but the best you could do for yourself. 23, unfamiliar feelings. Feels good to be an expert on something. The boss says customers ask for you specifically, and he can see you replacing him when he retires. It's a new feeling to be trusted, respected by another man, a mentor. He was the first person you opened up to about Mum's passing. Why couldn't Dad be just like that? 24, shady business. You try not to eavesdrop, but it's the third time this month these fishy dudes are here, talking to your boss behind closed doors. He said it's nothing, but you can see he's distracted. Doesn't look you in the eye that much. Disappears for hours, leaving you in charge of the business. Is that a good thing, or should you be worried? 25, lost trust. Fake batteries, counterfeit parts. Is this what it was all about? So your boss is being taken away by the police. You feel like an idiot for trusting him, thinking you could open up to him. All this time he's been lying to your face, pretending to be a friend. What a fool you've been. It is a lesson, Jan. The only person you can rely on is yourself. 25, fine on your own. Of course, it was just a matter of time before they approached you now that he's in jail. His words about you replacing him seem so ironic now. You don't want anything to do with them, but what if you lose your job? You love that workshop, but they're criminals. No, assertiveness, remember. Don't be scared. You can make it on your own. 26, staying strong. As you turn the paycheck around to your fingers, you think of Mum. She'd be happy to know you're finally making good money working in an international factory on a contract of employment. You stayed strong and made something of yourself. She'd probably be worried that you're still on your own, but that's the way you prefer it. 26, ghost from the past. Watching the bartender pour you another one from the corner of your eye, you catch a glimpse of a figure watching you. You turn and see it was just someone else's coat. You smile relief. For a moment you thought it was Dad. You sip your drink, and then listen casually to the conversation at the tables. It's good not to have problems. 27, drifting through. Your friends burst out in laughter. The jokes keep coming to you. It's a good night, and you just got your paycheck and you're buying rounds. Okay, calling these people friends is a little too much. You only just met them, but you're having fun together, right? The girl to your left's been giving you signals. Could be a lucky night. 30, signs of trouble. Damn crisis just had to hit when you were starting to actually enjoy life. Your whole branch is being shut down. You'll be lucky if you keep your job at all, and that damn overt keeps getting on your nerves. Rapidium. A magic trip to make everyone happy who's stupid enough to even think of going on these missions. 33, him again. You can't make up your mind. Bet safely or take the risk. Wonder who that guy is putting his money on. Wait, is that shit? It's him. Dad. He looks like a tramp. Of course, he visits the bookie regularly. Fucking loser. Man, you just hope he doesn't recognize you. Get out of here quick and don't ever come back. You're not like him. You've got your shit together. And then Project Dolly. You look at the spaceship entrance. Only fools don't change their minds, especially if your debts are mounting. You'll be fine. You just need to make it through the mission. They respect professionalism like you. Just stay strong and you'll be alright. So that's how it works. He's expecting to be on this station. How's he going to expect seeing a copy of himself? Or maybe himself has built, you know, that path. Maybe himself is doing the other, you know, the other thing. Two of us. Just the two of us. You can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I. It says number 3 though.
Hey there. Wow. Hello? Can you hear me? What is this? Where am I? There's been an emergency. The whole crew is dead. I know this is abrupt, but I'll need you to focus. Focus.
Anxiety, Miss Joy.
Wait, why are you... What the fuck is going on here? My head. Oh, why do I feel so weird? I think you're on some meds. What?
Insecurity.
What for? So you don't panic when you wake up. Why would I panic? I'll explain later. Right now, let's check your mental condition, okay? Do you think you can, introduce yourself? Sure. Can you? Okay. My name is Yandolski. Yeah, sure. You got my looks. Why not use my
Cheered him
name
up.
too? So you think you're Yandolski as well? What kind of bullshit is this? Hmm? What's your role on the mission? I'm a senior technician. Want to tell me what your role is? Imitating human crew members? Is this some kind of sick experiment? Because if it is, nobody warned me. It's not an experiment. This is for real. And I'm for real. So, what's going on? Well, I got stranded in this base, and, well, I needed someone to help me move it, because it got broken. Then, okay, this is the crazy part. I learned that there's this functionality of the quantum computer on board to, well, create alternate versions of a person's life. What? Replicate a person, but with different experiences. Mind records. If there's anyone in a bad mental condition in this room, it's definitely not me. The QC's only functionality is to navigate these junkets. I mean, theoretically, it could do other stuff, but such bullshit? I know. It's absurd. I thought the same, but here you are, right? Right. If I understand you correctly, you're telling me you're a alternate version of me with a different mind? Sort of, yeah. And, you said we were stranded. Yes. It's just us. Like I said, there's a malfunction in the machinery. If you don't help me fix it soon, we're both gonna die. So, wait.
I'm hoping we get more radiation
Let me
filters
get
with
this
him.
straight. This is not an experiment, and you're a different version of me. And this version of me woke me from cryosleep to help fix a malfunction because there's no one else on board. What if there was no malfunction? Where would I be?
I would
I
wake you
won't
up.
lie to you. I woke you up because I needed you. Wasn't easy for me either. At least you're upfront with me. You bastard.
Okay, less rebellion, less frustration.
I can see now what the meds are for. I can't even lash out at you. Just this passiveness. What am I? Look,
Senior technician.
this is a lot, and we'll sort it out. I promise. But trust me, if we don't fix the machinery fast, we're gonna go in a very bad way, and you'll never get the chance to understand this properly. Experience your feelings without the meds. I don't like this kind of pressure. Well, that makes two of us. Fine. Show me the way.
I feel like conversation choices affect,
Unbelievable.
What a screw up. The 3-year-old would have figured it out. Okay. In any other case, I'd say don't touch anything here ever again. But unfortunately, this is a two-man job. On my sign, pull that lever over there. Just don't yank it like an idiot. Pull it gently. Ready?
I love the art. It's just
1,
beautiful.
2, 3. Now. Yes! It worked! You did it. We're gonna live. Let's get one thing straight. I did what you created me for. Now stay away from me.
The new altar is ready, apparently. Jan's in the kitchen. Can we go talk to him though? Because, you know, I feel kind of shit. No, we can't. But I think it's worth trying, definitely. Okay, I mean, I feel like we need to build more crew quarters. Maybe there's, like, other stuff behind. I was also kind of... kitchen. Okay, we can do kitchen here. We've got 22 mush currently. I really, 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 really wish I could make more radiation filters. Start the engines. Oh, we should probably do that. Hang on. Providing food. Depending on the circumstances, the evacuation... Food supplies can be prepared. Alright, okay. Right, hang on. Where was the... No, that's the QC. On you, silly fool. It's this one here. Alright. Not enough resources. Oh, okay. So we need more organics. Oh, well, in which case we should be able to go out. Let's go here and just do some organic mining. Now we know what we're supposed to do. And then we can fast travel instead of being like a numpty. Still don't have enough resources, but you know, tomorrow I'm just gonna get an early night. Yeah, I feel like we're going to die. 10 days in the game. This is like the opposite of blueprints. Where, you know, you can only do so much in a day. You've got 10 days, and that's it. 200. We've got a bunch extra just in case. Do you want to automatically collect structures? Yes. Because I think we've exhausted really what we're doing here. Alta's in a bad mood, might stop talking to you. Finish the prologue. And also the loading icon is a little sheep. This reminds me of Far Lone Sails. Journey 1. I'm glad we got a few extra organic stuff because we haven't... The radiation barrier is off. Okay, I feel that that's bad. The Alters tab allows you to check the mental and physical state. Okay, so 50% efficiency when doing base tasks, no injuries, minimal radiation, no hunger. I'm pissed at Jan, he's really irritating. He looks a bit annoyed. Okay, so... Talk to the altar, okay. We're out of radiation filters though. We've got frustration, rebellion, anxiety, burden, gloom.
Hey there. I said, don't come near me.
I'm enjoying this.
I get it. You're angry. I would be too. But I could really use your help. You know, if we manage to get the comms room running properly, we'd probably be able to get out of here faster. Stop pretending you have any idea how I feel. I don't give a damn about your comms room. We're moving, aren't we? Now get out of my face, creep. You're pissed off at me now, but deep down, we both know you do the same thing. Really? You said it yourself. We might look alike, but we're different. Like oil and water, if you ask me, and they don't mix well.
Not doing very well.
Maybe. But you won't last long without me, just as I couldn't make it without you. In a situation like this, hiding in a trench is just plain stupid.
I don't think
I'll
calling him
tell you
stupid
what's
isn't a good idea.
Listening to someone who created you because he needs a fucking tool. Why don't you get yourself a repair kit and fix your own shit? I'm done doing your dirty work.
That did not go well. I need a repair kit. I feel like I could have been definitely more effective with the pylon setup and figuring out how to, you know, I maybe could have saved a couple of days. Oops. Or maybe not. Lucas.
Mr. Dalsky?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Are you okay?
Are you serious? I just had a choice to either die in pain or duplicate and edit myself. I'm far from okay.
It's, called branching. The duplicating and editing thing. I need to know if you pulled it off.
Really? And I need to know who I'm talking to. I didn't
says
catch
Lucas.
your name.
Lucas Pena, Space Traffic Control, Orbital Substation L7. Now, the branching. Did you do it?
How can you be so calm about it?
We do a lot of crisis management here at STC. We need cool heads. But you reported finding Rapidium. That's exciting, actually.
What the hell happened out there? What went wrong with the landing?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm still analyzing telemetry data from your flight, but it seems something went very wrong.
No, duh.
No kidding.
Yeah. We know there was a major system malfunction, but the reasons are unclear. It's too early to tell. We need more data.
Do you know what killed the rest of the crew?
Looks like an oxygen leak in the landing pods. No idea why, though.
Then how come I survived?
You tell me?
You know, you're not very informative.
I don't like confusing assumptions with information, Mr. Dalsky. Conclusive evidence is more my thing.
What about the mine records? What is all that personal data doing in the base computer?
Oh, that's, the corporation needs to ensure the safety of the mission and, basically everyone. It's confidential, of course. And it kind of saved your life.
I don't recall consenting to it.
Well, you must have, since it's there. Maybe you didn't read your contract thoroughly? They like to put these
This is
things
why I
in
try and
fine
read
print, you know.
contracts.
I want to talk to someone higher up. Do you have a boss?
I might sound young, Mr. Dalsky, but I'm not here by accident.
No offense, man. I just need to know this stunt was authorized by someone.
Look, I'm on my own here at the station. But I contacted my boss, and we're good. Nothing to worry about.
Have you done this before?
That would be hard, considering there's no rubidium on Earth.
So how do you know what would happen?
I didn't know. I anticipated the outcome based on historic data.
What historic data?
Some old research, nothing important.
So, you're getting me out of here, right? You know how to do it, safely.
Sure. First thing I'll need you to do is to transport the base to a safe and accessible destination. I'll dispatch the coordinates to you. Second thing, do you think I could see this altar of yours?
How do you know you're not talking to him right now?
You're joking, right?
Who knows?
Yeah. Nice try, but I'd know the difference. The immunosuppressant meds, he wouldn't be in a disposition to mess around. How bad is he feeling?
He's pissed off at me, won't cooperate.
Then we have a problem. You won't manage without his help. The base needs more hands on deck. There should be a way to gain his trust. Should show him you care, maybe?
I told him I wouldn't survive without him.
Yeah, that's just
Multi-tool.
words.
Give him the multi-tool.
Maybe you should share something.
What?
Mum gave me that.
Why?
I don't know. Just a thought. My grandma used to say,
Fiddling at my fingers.
sharing is caring.
Yay. Let me think. What can I share with him? My playlist?
Yeah, true. Wait, suppose it's not about what you can share with him, but what you already do.
Of course. Memories. I wonder if he remembers things the same way I do.
Yeah, mind records. See? You were so spooked by them, they could be a source of information.
Fine. I'll check them out to see what happens.
I'll get back to you as soon as you reach your destination. Don't worry, you're in good hands. L7 out.
At least we can talk to him now. Okay, so radiation barriers off, technician is born, and new altar is ready. I'm not sure what I'm meant to be looking at.
I've been thinking about what you said. You're right. We are different. Sure we are. Like, I got that right away, and you took your sweet time. I'm serious. You stood up to Dad. I didn't. Oh, really? And what did you do? Just stand and watch him take it out on Mom? I thought about stepping in. I was always a heartbeat away from doing it, but when it came down to it, I'd just freeze. Guess I was afraid of making things worse. Yeah, I remember the feeling. But then I reached a breaking point. Looks like you didn't hang around long enough to reach yours. Or maybe I was a coward. Going to college was a good excuse to just get away from it all. Oh, so that's where our paths split. Did you shine out there? Were you best in class? What do you think? Huh? Yeah. I build around this merry-go-round. That's who I ended up being. Sorry to disappoint. Why would I be disappointed? Just proves I was right to stick with Mom. Wait, is she maybe still around here? No. I wish she was. She always knew what to do and how to cheer you up. Hey, when you were down, or Dad had just stormed out of the house, slamming the door behind him and leaving you crying in your room, would she ask me to help her make pierogi? Her famous pierogi. Oh my God, I could really pig out on those. And making them together was fun. Fun. Yeah, wow, why don't we go for it? Why don't we try and make Mom's famous pierogi? No way we'd find the ingredients here. Who said they have to be right? Beer and synthetic starch should work. Yeah, hilarious. I can pull it off. You'll see. But there's one condition. You're eating them with me.
Yep, we'll poison both of ourselves.
If you die, I die. Why not? Won't change much, I guess.
He seems to be vaguely happy with her. Okay, higher quality meals. Okay, so pierogi. Well, we got to make. Oh, we can only make one apparently. At least time seems to have frozen a little bit. Eat pierogi. Mutual death pack always cheers people up.
The famous Dulski pierogi with an interstellar twist. What do you think?
I don't know what a pierogi is, I have to admit.
Well, now I know how Mom must have felt. That day she had a terrible flu and I decided to cheer her up and make pierogi for her. Right, yeah. I put like a ton of salt into the filling. And I overcooked them into a shapeless pulp. They were inedible. But you remember what she did? Uh-huh. She ate them all and never said a word. No, she said they were delicious. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So, they're delicious, man. Shut the fuck up.
We created a core memory. I don't know what they are. It's mentioned in a lot of media, pierogi, but I ain't got the foggiest what they actually are.
So,
Dumpling
So?
things. How do you feel?
How do you feel? Great. A serving of dehydrated dumplings completely changed my outlook on the situation. I feel
To be fair,
so
according to the little
optimistic about
emotion
life
bubbles, it
now.
did.
Now you're being mean. I went through a lot of trouble to make those, and they weren't that bad. You made an effort. I'll give you that. But see, that makes it even worse. It would be easier, thank you, but eating those fucking pierogi with you, I actually enjoyed it. So did I. Sharing these memories with you, knowing you understand me, that was kind of comforting. Are you getting mushy with me?
100%.
No. Okay, just kidding. I know what you mean. I'm just not the sentimental type. Who's being sentimental? All I said was... All right. Just tell me what the plan is. The corporation is supposedly on top of this, but I know better than to put my life in the hands of pen pushers. Oh, I hear ya. You never know with those numbskulls. Right. So, until the rescue ship arrives, we'd better watch our own asses.
I'm having fun with
They
this.
know about me. They were the ones who told me to create you. Bastards. Tell me you know what to do. Of course, it's simple. We need to stick together and stay away from the sun. Well, there's one thing you should know. This base is a resource-consuming, maintenance-heavy sucker to operate. I have you to help me. That's not gonna be enough. I'll be blunt with you. If you want to survive, you're gonna need more people. People? What people? The Rapidium's there. Use it. Make more versions of me. Versions of us both, you mean? Huh. That almost sounded like we're planning kids. You need to work on your cooking skills, though. I was hoping I could avoid going through all that again. It was quite a struggle with you. Struggle? One day you'll look back and realize...
Oh, we've only got 4 days to
I
live,
was the
so,
easy
you know.
one. Mark my words.
What are we going to get done in the next half hour? Okay, so there's no little speech bubbly thing. So now I'm guessing... Oh, we need to go and answer the call. Lena!
Hello? Jan. Can you hear me?
Lena? Lena, is that you?
Lena.
What are you... How did you find me?
They let me know. Agatha, my boss, came to see me and said you could use some support. Are you all right? I heard about your crew.
Yeah. Everyone's dead. But I'm fine, somehow. It's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I know. Is it true you found Rapidium?
Yeah, I did. It looks amazing. So much more beautiful in real life.
I'd love to see it. And you back in one piece, of course. I think the board is genuinely concerned for your safety. What the hell happened out there? How did you survive?
No clue.
I'm not sure. Something strange. Everyone died in their landing pods, except for me. I don't know why. It's really weird.
Oh my... That does sound so unbelievable.
Even more unbelievable to hear from you, out of the blue.
Maybe we actually died and we're just hallucinating
It's
all this.
awkward for me too. We haven't spoken in a while and suddenly this. I just hope... What's the plan for getting you out of there?
There's a guy called Lucas Pena. He's handling it, apparently.
Someone from STC.
You know your way around.
It's been a couple of years. Look, is there maybe anyone from outside the company you'd like me to get in touch with? I mean, to let them know?
No. There's no one.
I didn't mean to get personal. You know what? Why don't I ask STC to keep me in the loop? And to keep an open channel for me? If you want that, of course.
Yeah. I'd like that. Thanks.
Good. Take care then, and talk soon.
I'm actually really enjoying this. Make sure I'm well equipped before I set on a long exploration. Sheep! Boop boop.
Hey, were we supposed to stop here? Nope. It's way too early. Don't tell me something's wrong with the base again. Not on my watch. Systems are working fine. Something outside then? Yeah. Don't jump into your suit already. I'm kinda starting to like the inside of our base. Alright, I'll take a look around.
One. I wonder if it's always going to take me like 6 days to do the first bit and then have 4 days left, or whether if I hadn't mucked up and not understood what the mining thing does, then I would have. Yeah. Oh, now we're in day 8. Great. So yeah.
Got a minute? We need to talk.
Cool. How do I talk to you then? You seem to be slightly more frustration, rebellion, joy. That's great. Minimal radiation. Okay, yeah. Cranky after sleeping on the floor. Okay. Ah, suit battery. Okay. Radiation filter. Yeah, we could do with making more of those.
So, this is why we stopped. A lava river.
Right.
Plan B then, I guess. We'll need to figure out if there's a way around.
I noticed we're missing a few rad filters.
Wonder how many more surprises this planet has in store.
Hold X to send a scan wave. Okay. I've got to get it back to the outpost. So we've got to go back that way, so we may as well have a quick... We can't explore that way. Rock blockade, I need to remove it from above. Okay.
These loose rocks look like they might be passable. If only I had a tool to drill through them.
Okay, well we don't have one, so we need a drill. Okay, I'm gonna assign you to the workshop for now. Open workplace. So let's create some of these. I need at least 2. Trying to make you efficient. As soon as I just realized I could do that. What I wanted was the map. Right, okay. So, okay, if we go back around...
I had a tool to drill through them.
Okay, so we need a drill to go further there. Okay, right. So there is a thing you can mine, but it's affecting my health. Okay, so we found metals deposit, enriched metals deposit. Oh, there's something down there. We've got secret alien.
Nice.
Another
I don't know
movie.
that movie.
Soccer ball and a calendar.
Jeez, I packed a lot of stuff.
Well, it's fun because then we get to find that stuff. Okay. Okay, so I need to come all the way. Oh no. Hopefully I can build back from. We've only got 2 days. It's not good use of anyone's time. At least I managed to pretty much explore the whole area. So if we want to be able to use the same pylons, we should come this way. We did it quite efficiently with like 2 thingies. Has it mined any yet? Maybe it hasn't mined any yet. Oh, I don't necessarily think I connected it to the pylon. Gosh darn it. It's not actually connected. Can I build a sleeping quarters? He was complaining about sleeping in the kitchen.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lucky old multi-tool. No wonder you took it with you. This little baby never ever let me down. Yep, I thought it might come in handy. Of course, every man of the house should have one. It sure helped me feel like one when the time came. Thanks, man. Something you wanted to discuss with me? I wanted to congratulate you. On what? Having a smart me on board. Seriously? Yeah, I flipped through some manuals while you was sitting on your hands. Looks like we had the base operating in minimum maintenance mode. Oh? Yeah. But I played around with functionality options and, hey presto, we got some new handy toys unlocked.
Yay.
Tools in the workshop and such. Wow. Oh, thanks. I can't wait to check them out. No problem. There's also some upgrades available in the building module. Sound like something you like to play around with too? Sweet. We could do with some improvements here. Sure, but don't start fantasizing too much. Remember, everything costs resources. So, wherever we are and however long we're staying, it might just be wise to see if we can set up a mining outpost instead of relying on shallow deposits. Just in case. Sound advice. I'll consider.
Okay. Right. Do we need to go back down and set on the radiation barrier thing? Repair kits. Okay. Right, okay. We've got that on. Just gonna set some... I'm gonna ask you to build me a mining... Oh, you can't build me a mining thing. You don't have enough metals. Balls. Right, we'll do that first, and then you can build me a radiation filter. But I can build that from my stuff. So we've got a call, and then we'll go to bed.
About time. I'm in some deep shit here.
So you're not at your destination yet?
Oh, there's a lava lake in the way.
We're stuck. There's a freaking lava river blocking our way.
Do you think you can cross it?
I don't know. Still working on it. Anyway, you can help me?
I can try. I have a limited view of the surface of your planet, but there is one thing you could do.
What's that?
You have a lot of very useful tech on board that base. It's designed to overcome practically any obstacle. All you need is a properly trained crew, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, let's build one more crew.
Is that all you have for me?
You still don't get it, do you? That's a lot. If it helps, I have some news for you. Good news and, well, just news.
What's the bad news?
You didn't listen. There's no bad news. First of all, I've been informed that a rescue party is being
questions.
organized.
Organized. You mean they're not on their way yet? What the hell are you waiting for?
Mr. Dosky, please, calm down. No matter how long the procession, it will always end up in church.
What?
Excuse me?
Just the thing my grandma used to say when I was a kid and tired of doing my homework.
Except this is not about your homework.
Sure. But you gotta understand, your mission got dispatched pretty far away. We still haven't mastered teleporting.
How long do you think it'll take them to get organized?
All I can say is, they know it's an emergency.
We have like 2 days
Wow.
left.
That long?
Don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm really trying to help.
I thought you were responsible for the navigation system. Isn't it your job to make sure we're safe wherever it sends us?
Well, that's what I'm doing right now, isn't it? Making sure you're safe.
We're not.
Step by step, we'll get your procession safely to church.
We're not going to church.
So, what's the other news?
Well, I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but there's a request from my boss directly. Before we get you out of there, we want you to retrieve as much Rapidium as possible.
Huh. Figures. They don't want to lose their chance. Probably worthless to your higher-ups without Rapidium anyway.
It's sure gonna give your rescue mission wings, if that's your kind of incentive.
Of course.
My boss will want to speak to you shortly. And you'll see how important it is. He's not some kind of empty three-piece suit, if that's what you're afraid of. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but it was his idea to, let you in on the branching procedure. By the way, is your altar doing any better?
Yeah. We're getting along pretty well now. Thanks.
That's very good to hear.
Is this about you wanting to talk to him again?
No. No, none of that. My boss put it out of my mind. That's not to mess things up even more.
So, you admit it's a mess.
What? No, we just... You know what? I'm not commenting on that. Talk to my boss about it.
What's gonna happen to my altars back on Earth?
I don't know. I'm sure my boss will think of something. He always knows what to do.
I mean, that just sounds
You
dodgy.
either really
They're
trust him
people.
or you're very
It's like the
good
damn
at not saying
Prestige.
anything.
Maybe both? I'm not a natural talker.
Ever tried working on it? You know, with a professional?
Not really. But my sister wanted to be a therapist and she practiced on me when I was 5.
Oh? And how did that go?
She turned to breeding hamsters. I hope you're not laughing.
Your family seems interesting. Got any more stories about them?
It's a big family. Brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles. Yours?
I was the only child.
Wow. Can't imagine how that feels. Anyway, no time to talk about families now, right?
Tell me more about this boss of yours. You mention him a lot.
He's the head of mining operations. Great mind, very open. You'll see. Doesn't normally do this, Talk to people on space missions in person.
Mr. Corners,
Oh, I feel so blessed.
You should.
have a good look.
He saved your life, in a way.
Okay. I better get back to work then.
Yes. Just remember about the Rapidium, Mr. Dulski. And wait for contact from my boss.
New life paths. My life path has been updated. Okay, and then we've got assignments. I can assign people in my things. Excellent. We've got socializing, and enriched. Okay, so we need more metals, which we are going to thing, and then we've got some more stuff that we can give to our altars to make them like us better. It looks like he's feeling okay. He's healing from the radiation, which is great. He ate adequately. Grateful that Jan gave me my old multi-tool. It's an important gesture. Excellent. Okay, so he's building that, which is in the queue. It doesn't work. It works between 9 and 21. Okay, so yeah. Right. So what do we were gonna have a look at our quantum paths. We may as well build a new one today if we can. Dear God, that's a lot of options. Right. Alright, botanist. We don't have a greenhouse yet. Scientist. Research new technologies. Sounds good. Refiner. So worker. We have this path where we have a guard. Disciplines altars in the contemplation room. That's not scary at all. A miner. Okay, so we might be able to assign them to mining stuff. That might be useful. And then we have a doctor. And a shrink. Okay. So there was a little review guide that came with it, and it said it's a good idea to build the scientist, otherwise you might get a bit stuck. So I am going to do that. Then it might be a good idea to have someone on mining. I didn't read which path we were splitting at. This could be the PhD one, actually. We did a PhD, so we became a scientist. Okay, so. Right. Maybe it wasn't the most profitable decision. Yeah, that was it. So we did our PhD. But Lena supports it. She says she loves our camping getaways, and the way she listened to you when you told her your plans for your PhD product motivates you like hell. Who says you can't pursue the path of science and be rich? So, 27 research to come first. You give Lena a wave as she walks to the bus for the airport. She's going to be fine. It's only a few months and she's been busy with her own projects anyway. You love the way the two of you can give each other space. Of course, it would be great to move out of that student dorm already, but research comes first always. 28 drifting apart. The equation on your blackboard stirred mixed feelings in you. The result is not what you expect, but on the other hand, you feel a familiar tingling in your stomach. You might be onto something completely new here. Oh shit, you completely forgot about Lena. She wants to come and pick up her things from your place. You need to call her and postpone. 30. Breakthrough. This is it. You knew it would be a breakthrough. First the grant and now a serious investor. How about enlarging the team, getting an office, maybe in a new set of clothes? You can't go on looking like an underpaid postgrad student. There's going to be a lot of business meetings ahead of you, Jan. 30. Eyes on the prize. Could your research really contribute to finding Rapidium one day? Going in the direction of nanotech and space exploration can increase the chances of that. You really need to focus. Success is just around the corner. You both changed. 33. You look at her in astonished. Lena, is that you? Fancy meeting her at the conference. Looks like she's gone far too. Not as far as you, obviously. She's changed. You both have. Amazing how young and immature we were back then. Seems like ages ago. Good to see she's done well for herself. 34. The Pinnacle. You read the contract over and over. Alicorp, space mining missions with your tech on. Want your tech on board. It's me, the pinnacle of your career. You've worked so hard for it. Well done, Jan. Now let's get to work. 34. Getting on board. The data was inconsistent. What could be the reason for these failures? You've gone through it with the whole team and still something's missing. Your tech's well tested. Maybe it's not being used properly? You've heard rumors that in the race for success, Alicorp's sending just about anyone on these Dolly missions. Maybe they need you on board. 35. Project Dolly. Just one final radio check and you're good to go. Time to sort this mess out in person. So we do have another available slot. How do I... Aha! Right, we're building the scientist. Oh, in 8 hours. Okay. Where are these core memories we've been building? Maybe a doctor would be useful, but I think... like, a miner... ending up in the mines. Having someone to actually assign to the mining stuff would be useful. Okay, so when we wake up, we should have a new person. And then we're nearly at the end of the stream. Let's just meet the scientist, I guess, and then... Day 9, the sun... I thought it said 10 days we had, but... the new altar is ready. But yeah, we need to put the mining thing down.
Hey, man. Can we talk?
Yeah?
What
Before I
are
go
we-
anyway.
Whoa. You look tired, man. Everything okay? I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with sleeping on the floor? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Of course
had.
not. You have your cozy captain's bed. All right. No need to be so dramatic about it. I'll get you a proper dorm. Sounds like a promise.
Yeah, we just need to figure out... optional task, okay. So we've got you assigned in the workshop. You're building me a mining outpost. Ooh, we have the option of cooked meals. Requires some sort of resource. Raw food. We don't have raw food. Great. We're running out of... well, we've got some mush. I don't know what uphold is. Almond. So, firstly, let's see what it'll cost to build. Dormitory. 14 metal. We need metal, so... that's organic deposit. We need metals rather than the enriched ones. We need to uncook our scientist as well, but... okay, so which way are we going? This one. We need to do the scanny thing? Right, there we go. No, not a pylon. Oh, it's not built yet. My dude! %, okay.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
We need 40. We have to build the dormitory. I wouldn't have wasted time building the organics one if I hadn't. Right, we put the dormitory in, but we need the lift to go up first. Did we? Yes, we did. I say, did we at least get enough to get a lift in so that we could? Right, we built the dormitory. So I think if you build us one of those and one of those, we'll be happy. So we've got an extra radiation filter. And a repair kit for when he's working again. Dormitory. So we've got 2 beds. He should be happy now he's not got to sleep on the floor. Would have built it sooner had I realised. And then we need to go wait the scientist and we'll finish the stream.
Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for. Hallelujah. I hope you sleep well tonight. I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization. Sweet dreams, then.
So we know next iteration we need to prioritise getting metals in the second place rather than organics. And we should build a miner because then we don't have to mine off on this. It was just weird building people like machines.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well...
He's number 5. So who's number 2? And 4?
You okay?
Well, he's been a lab though.
Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough? That's not the most important thing at the moment. Except for the fact it's the primary goal of the mission. Yes, but... Hey, wait. How do you know I found any rupidium at all? Well... Isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which could only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium.
Well, at least this guy
Besides,
knows what's going on.
I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right.
Wow, you're right. That's impressive.
There is a sheep.
I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information, and that's the interesting part. Yeah, our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board, but there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong?
Everyone died.
The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now? Why don't you rest a little? Get accustomed to the new reality? Which part of what I just said makes you think I'm not ready to start immediately?
I was trying to be nice.
In that case, your situation
Different
must be
tactics, different
critical,
people.
Considering the lengths you went to, something tells me there's no time to lose. You're right. Why don't
We should
you
have woken
start
him up
with
in the
going
morning,
through the
but
mission
I
logs?
kind of forgot.
I need to get the full picture first.
It's fine. This is
I'll
our
take care of
practice
that.
run.
Good. This might work.
And also, I kind of maybe want to play this on my main once I've, got some time to dedicate to it.
Is it me, or does it sound a bit artificial?
I think it's just you, mate. Right. So, we need metal, so mine. Which is up here. Okay, hard to believe you agreed. Anyone with a mind like Dad, you're pretty sure he was behind that offer, but what could you do? Mum's medical bills are piling up. Besides, you're never going to be like them. We've got the one slot, yeah, so we may as well do something that makes better use of my time. And then we're gonna stop the stream, and if you want to find out more and if you survive and how you survive, oh dear, this one looks violent. Ooh, we have one arm. That's going to be interesting. How does an amputee cope with suddenly having an arm? Gives the phrase phantom limb a whole new meaning. Okay, be strong for her. Okay. Extra shifts. This is pointless. Who cares about risk? Unbearable pain. The pills don't work. Not going back. Nobody's mascot. Mining in space. Disability program. And then, like the old man, 34 years old, you ain't nothing like Dad. Why can't you forget about that asshole said to you? Doesn't know anything about you. How'd you try to keep that promise? Shit, that's exactly what Dad would say. Okay, maybe you can give it a go. Can you drop the booze and completely? And then it's happening. You must be mad to be doing this. A miner with no hand, with a history of substance abuse thrown into space. This can't end well. So, progress. Again, 8 hours. They've gathered in the kitchen, so we should go there.
I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home.
Joy! Well,
Cheers.
so far they're happy. We need to build that drill thing, don't we? And we've got metals and organics. Okay, so that's what we're assigning our thingy to. I guess for now, we could stick the scientist in the kitchen. We were supposed to be building a drill, but we need more metals. Maybe we should have built the miner first. I'm gonna need a few more mushes. We're gonna support multiple people. Okay. They seem to be friends. Alright. Progress is saved only when you wake up. Yeah, because we're playing on our alt anyway. So we've got new story, load game, and then we'll put the credits on. I'm just gonna quickly nip and I'll be back to finish in a minute. Got to cast Alex Jordan. I love that. Oh, that's great. Jandolski is Alex Jordan. And it's just like a whole bunch of... I would... Ooh, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9... 12? That's pretty cool. So yeah, so that was a glimpse at the Altars, which is on Game Pass now. Thank you to 11-Bit Studios for the code for that one. I am really intrigued with that and will probably finish up this run. I gotta get some food first. My one tiny gripe is the font size and the fact that increasing... Oh, hang on, let me just turn it down a little bit so I can talk. Yeah, so the fact that increasing the HUD size didn't seem to actually increase the HUD size and I couldn't make the font any bigger. That's really my only gripe. Other than that, that was really fun. That's not meant to be a question mark, really. It's like I enjoyed that. So yeah, and I think because there's a deluxe edition, it says there's a DLC that to be released in the future. So that is interesting. But yeah, otherwise, you know, it's on Game Pass. Give it a go. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, we did. What did we get? We got 5 of the 55 achievements. So Act 1, Act 2. There's a whole bunch of storylines to complete. There seems to be different ways of completing it. I think someone said at least 2 playthroughs, but you know. Certainly a decent chunk of gameplay in there. So yeah, that gets a thumbs up from me. And you know, had I not just been trying to not add to my massive backlog queue, so I've got time to actually sit down and play this properly. Same with Expedition 33. You know, we would have done that on our main instead of our alt, but you know, okay with restarting it, and then I'll do a better first run. Knowing to prioritize metal in the second area, and that you have to actually mine the organic stuff, maybe we would have done it a bit quicker. But I'll finish this run and see where it goes. And then, you know, save it for later when we have a little bit of time to pick it up again. But yeah, you know, this mythical later time, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed that and are going to pick that up yourselves. as I said, it's on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, you know, worth a shot. Takes a little bit of time to get going, but you know, we were what 3 and a bit hours in, and you know we've got the main bits down. So yeah. That was fun. So I'm going to be back on Tuesday. Again, sounding like I'm saying questions. I'm not really. I'm going to be back on Tuesday. I think I will let, you know, random to-do list or the crab stuff pick the game out of my promo queue, because then I don't have to choose. And I like not choosing, I'll be honest. I like it when it's chosen for me. Just choosing is hard. But yeah, so you've got, you know, a minute or two to grab your, what's the word I want? Daily Chivo. If you haven't grabbed your Daily Chivo already, don't forget it now. Hopefully this one won't get any copyright strikes, because we did turn on streamer mode, which I think is really useful to have. So yeah, it did seem to, you know, go the right way with the options and the accessibility. It's just, yeah, the font size never got any bigger, and the hood never got any bigger, and the, you know, little controls didn't get any bigger. So managed, but it would have been nice had it actually increased the size. Maybe it's something that got broken in the day one patch. I don't know. Things like this are very unwieldy, but wow, in memory of, oh wow, how many kids were born during this thing? Oh, and we've got pets. I think we're going to the end of the credits now. I should say thanks for playing. Excellent. So, so yeah, I feel like okay, so yeah, it tells you what resources you had at each time. Yeah, so I feel like I should have managed my prologue days much better. Because I feel like we would have gotten to the altar bit sooner. I don't know what the secure save stuff is, but hey, you know, it's nice to be able to do that. Maybe that's so you don't overwrite it. But yeah, so 5 of the 55 achievements. The next step is, yeah, building a bridge and finishing Act 1. So yeah, I'll leave it there for today. Yeah, that was the altars. Thank you very much to 11-Bit Studios and ID at Xbox. And yeah, I'll catch you on Tuesday. Thanks everyone for being here. Bye.